Sup, it's your boy, Paul Bunyan, and I'm back, baby. I'm back after a long 2 years away in East Lansing. Holy smokes, it's your boy, Paulie Bunyan's back in the shadow of the big house. Finally, thank goodness, because the Wolverines won 29-7, beating those rascally old Spartans. I'm telling you, folks, wasn't a pretty picture down in East Lansing. Them dudes don't even have any gatorade. They just drink pickle juice and sugar. It's crazy over there. It's crazy. But man, oh man, it's great to be back, baby. So raise my glass to that.
You can't even drink it.
Joining me tonight.
Get a straw.
Huh?
Straw.
I can't even hear what you're saying. I'm so happy, and I'm already drunk. I'm already drunk on life. So joining me tonight to recap this wonderful victory over Sparty. First, as always, producer Jay Bizzle.
Oh man, I was very, very nervous. Still nervous, still sweating. It's so hot right now. It's so hot.
Oh, telling you, it was a tight first half, but thankfully the Michigan Wolverines were able to loosen up this game and blow them out in the second half. Joining us also tonight, the first time in a long time, now that the Michigan Wolverines are rolling. The one, the only, Mr. Squarehead.
Man, this was the worst win to watch, man. What a sucker game. This game sucked.
Oh, come on, man. What are you talking about? It was a sucker game. It was a good game. We all knew that rivalry games, you know, where strange things happen. And wouldn't you know, the first quarter, strange things did start to happen. Michigan State gets a turnover. Cornelius Johnson coughs it up. When the Michigan State, you know, they kept it tight in the first half. And you know what? Let me raise my first Miller Lite and give my first Paul Bunyan to the one and only Jake Moody. Oh, we didn't have any Moody Blues for us on special teams. He did a heck of a job. How many field goals did he hit?
It's like 5.
I don't know, 17. I don't know how many hit. Good gravy, but he had a ton, including a 54-yarder. So I raised my glass to Jake Moody for getting the job done.
How are you gonna raise your glass for kicking 5 field goals against Michigan State?
It's rivalry, baby. Strange things happen. We know this. Listen, we could have been like Michigan State. They were even too scared to even try a field goal. So they kept going for it on 4th and short. And you know what happened? The law firm of Mike Morris and Okie, Mozzie Smith, Braden McGregor, the whole front line, man, oh man, them gentlemen did a heck of a job in getting tackles for losses. So I raised my Miller Lite and I give a second Paul Bunyan to them.
There's so many Paul Bunyans going.
What a performance. What a performance by that defense. Held them to 7 points.
This game was 1 or 2 big plays away. A nail biter.
Come on, man. Come on.
That wide open pass to, I think it was number 0, where he kind of stumbled. That was a touchdown. 1 or 2 of those. This game much closer. How do you kick 5 field goals against Michigan State?
Easy. You have
man.
Jake Moody, the best kicker in college football right now, showing up on it. Hey, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, but we grinded it out. We showed them who's boss. We dominated the line. They could literally do nothing in the second half. We're just toying with them. Toying.
If you dominated the line, you should be scoring touchdowns.
We did. We started scoring touchdowns in the second half. Blake Corum, he gets another one of my raising of the glasses and my
Started
going over 150 yards once again and getting 2 touchdowns. And oh my goodness, one was a shovel pass and one was a tough run right after that botched punt by Michigan State. So
177 yards, 177 yards.
Wowzers, 177 yards of Blake Corum with 2 touchdowns. Holy smokes.
You should be saying something about dark horse.
Come on, man. Even the announcers were saying how soft of a schedule that we've played, and now we've made it to 7-0. Come on, man.
It's 8-0, but whatevers.
I'll just say this. On our way to 8-0, one thing has proved consistent. This Michigan team has proven to be really good at making second half adjustments on the defensive side of the ball. Jesse Mentor and company, Klinkstale. I mean, them dudes was getting those players the right position to make plays, and thank goodness people like Rod Moore, when they saw the opportunities to make a big play, they went ahead and did it. So my next Paul Bunyan and Raising in the Glass goes to the secondary, led by Rod Moore and company. They were reading the ball well. They were making the interceptions. They were breaking up passes. And like I said, they did a heck of a job in the second half, shutting down that MSU attack. So I'll raise my glass to you fellas as well.
There's definitely learning points in this game, obviously. My prediction was, I think, 41-10 or something like that. So, I mean, I was kind of close. But that offensive performance was very, very just run dominated. I think there was a statement in terms of we're just going to shove it down your throat. JJ looked a little off. But hey, I mean, as long as we can get past the rivalry, there's just something about this rivalry game that just brings and elevates both teams' level of play. And there's always something that just goes on with it. It almost happened with their 2 punts. Somehow that punter miraculously got the ball back and we're able to get it out. But there's always something that happens with this game. But I'm damn proud of this team for making sure that this was a victory for us. We got Paul back in the house.
Like I said, it's not a fun time over at East Lansing. You know what I mean? Them dudes, they don't serve tater tots, they serve tater knots. I mean, goodness gracious, what are we doing over there? What are we doing? You know what I mean? So much better in the big house. So we're glad to be back in the big house. You know what I mean? So I raise my glass to that.
Paul's glad to be back in the big house.
What a game. What a game. Like
but yeah, I mean,
it wasn't a perfect showing, but hey, we got the job done. And in the end, nameless guest on the text thread, I think he said it best. Michigan was like a boa constrictor in this one, slowly squeezing the life out of Sparty. Mm-hmm. Just getting tighter and tighter. And then by the time the fourth quarter happened, Sparty had nothing left to give. They had nothing left to give. We had squeezed every little bit of pride out of that dirty old rag. You know what I mean?
I think someone here said before the game, I'm tired of this just play to win. They wanted some dominating performance. When we're up by 30, don't stop the scoring. Just pour it on 60, 70, 80. Come on, man. We barely squeaked this one out. I know the score doesn't reflect it. We shoved it, ran it down their throats until we got into the red zone, and then we just started to stop and kick field goals.
Well, you don't want to embarrass little brother too much. You don't want to just say, take care of the business.
Sky, come on.
I don't care. We won. We're 8-0. We got Paul back. We won the rivalry game. No one got hurt. I'm glad. 8-0. Let's keep rolling.
The second half was a dominating performance. First half, I admit it was a little tighter than we wanted it to be. But by the second half rolled around, it was no question. I think the time of possession was like I don't know, 14 minutes to 1. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Michigan State, the most that they were doing is 3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt. I mean, good gravy. We were just dominating them in the second half. So it wasn't even close. So I raised my glass to that.
But anyways, we had a couple comments from last preview. One was from our brother Andy Song. ZZZZ. No more friend talk for Jay Bizzle. I need passion fruit in my porridge. Oh, that's supposed to mean. And then our brother Moses Choi writes down 56-9 exclamation point times 4. Let's go. Noah who? Yeah, Noah Kim didn't even show up on the game.
Oh man, thank goodness they didn't want to see that Korean man get pummeled. You know what I'm saying? Say, stop Asian hate. So I raised my glass to stop Asian hate on that. You know what I'm saying?
Do that.
Come on, I was hoping for a Noah Kim sighting. He's one of the local boys out of the DMV.
DMV?
Noah Kim.
Oh man, he would have got pummeled if he got in there. I'm telling you, man, that Michigan defense was showing no mercy. No mercy. Sweep the leg every time. Yeah.
But it does seem like this is becoming the mantra. Just try to wear down that line in the first half and second half. They're so tired that you just impose your will on it. So this boa constrictor philosophy that Doc put down, wow, I don't know. It just seems not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Hey, so far it's proven deadly effective in 8 games. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the second half. The second half, the Michigan Wolverines, you know what I mean? It's like this defense is the opposite of the Don Brown defenses. When Don Brown's defenses wouldn't make any adjustments at halftime or seem to be incapable of making any adjustments. But this defense seems like, hey, we see what kind of they're having success with in the first half, and we shut it down in the second half. We shut that down.
I mean, I think they had only that one catch from Coleman. That's it. From their top 2 receivers. Jeez.
I'm telling you, they took what's his name, Reed, out of the game. The guy Coleman, he had a big first half, but again in the second half, he didn't really do much. And then that was it. That was lights out. They had nothing else to give. You know what I
mean? So against subpar teams, come on.
This guy.
Wow, we haven't played anybody yet.
Oh my God.
Let's slow our rolls a little bit.
Oh my gosh. This guy, you said the same thing last year, and we got to the college football playoffs. Okay. I'm not slowing anything down. If anything, I'm saying,
what happened?
Let's step on the accelerator, baby. Let's step on the accelerator. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, anywho, gentlemen, any other final thoughts before we call it a night? This instant reaction to the rivalry week game victory over the Sparties.
Blake Corum. Blake Corum is the man. Let's talk about Heisman.
Hey, you can't use an old Woodson jersey and claim Blake Corum.
Blake Corum.
Don't worry, he's gonna.
Heisman's wear number 2.
Next year, he's going to flip it over to Will Johnson, too. He's going to claim Will Johnson on that one, too.
Will Johnson, start him.
Oh, this dude is crazy. He's crazy. Anywho.
Blueberry.
I'm glad.
I'm surprised I'm still awake after that game.
Holy smokes. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy, even in victory, is not happy. Holy cow. Oh my goodness gracious. Anywho's, we raise our glass to the Michigan Wolverines. What a satisfying victory this turned out to be. It was, like I said, it was a little tight in the first half, but like they've been doing all season, the Michigan Wolverines tightened it up in the second half and squeezed out any hope of life for the Michigan State Spartans and took home the victory and brought home Paul Bunyan once again. So we raise our glasses to that. And we say, go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.